pill and Ibiza to show Avicii I was cool. But when I finally got sober, I felt 10 years older. But fuck it, it was something to do. I'm living out in LA. I drive a sports car just to prove that I'm a real big baller, cause I made $1 million and I spent.
So this is my Kriega US20 dry pack fitment video for S1000RR 2015. It goes onto the back of here using this loop mount kit system, and I'm going to take you through the installation and what it looks like afterwards. First things first, off with the rear cowl, and you'll see there's quite a bit of room here for a loop system to go at the front and a loop system to go at the back, just in here behind the locking mechanism. And it comes fitted with some pretty good instructions as well, so I'm using those ones, albeit the ones online are a little bit clearer, and I'll put a link up to those here as well. So it's just to prove that you can get a Kriega dry pack on the back of a sports bike without needing to put anything on the frame, etc. So as you can see from the first strap, there's the first hook and the other and the second hook at the start, with the white dots facing up. You want those dots to be essentially at the end and as far into the corner as you can. You can adjust all of these straps and lock them off and then trim them as you see fit, but that's roughly where the first one's going to be. I'll fit the second one onto here now and then see how tight they are with the seat cowl on. Cowl back on, you end up with this. These hook loops are in position and they're secure. Giving it a good pull there, they're not coming out anywhere. And they are secure either side of the locking mechanism there and either side of the two hooks that connect the seat cowl in. The thing will be the same application for the rear seat as well. That is it, all fitted. As you can see, I've put some really strange shaped stuff in there, like wash products. So this is bulging, a bit unnecessary, but there's a load of gear in there actually. I'm going to empty that out onto the floor in a minute. So this is a 20-litre bag. As you can see, the straps are underneath the cowl there slightly. It is pulling it up a little bit, but it is still completely secure. As you can see, you know, the bike is nice and stable, but it's the same around all sides because it's basically pinching it up. These aren't the best fitted cowls anyway on the RR, but you sort of get the idea from how they're pulling, and I have pulled them very tight. So to release, it's quite straightforward. You just pop them off each side on the top, like so. Take the bag off, which is quite heavy. And then this is the loop system. I will tighten these up slightly, but as you can see, the cowl sits up slightly in its normal state anyway. So these basically just hook through these loops here, and that you can obviously take those off and clip them straight back onto the bag and take the bag with them. Or if you know the bike's going to be reasonably safe or put away while you're touring, you can just leave them hooked in, but I'd probably take them off as I suspect these probably aren't cheap to replace. And then you simply leave the hook system in place under the cowl with these little parts still popping out, and that's it, you're done. So that's the Kriega US20 dry bag. So now I'm just going to unravel it. It's completely waterproof. As you can see, it's rolled open, nice big white inside, and I had all of this in it. So a pair of gloves, some cans of stuff, just an old scarf that was lying around, but you'll get the idea. And that was probably really only half full, so it'll be more than enough for some clothing, boots, heavy stuff you don't want on your rucksack when you're touring. It's really well made. The only thing I might do as this is likely to scratch, you can see it's marked it pretty much straight away because it has a rubber mesh on the bottom. I might just get some protective film thrown over this. Alternatively, if you've got the leather pillion seat, then you might just want to put a cover over it to stop this, as it's quite it's fairly, I mean, it's smooth, but it's abrasive rubber, so it's going to rub as you're moving around. These things are really, really well made. You can see the full reviews of the actual bags online. I won't go through that now, but just to prove that you can fit a dry pack on the back of an S1000RR 2015.